Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice.
5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 each.
For any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply.
Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line.
Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study. A warm welcome to yet another episode of Crucial Choice, the only show that focuses on careers and higher education. I'm your host, Shane Phillips. It's been a very exciting journey so far, and we'd love to thank you for all your support. Keep writing us at choice@crucialchoice.org because your questions encourage us and help us make a better show. Write in even if you have very specific questions because we have experts who can get back to you. This episode is on finance and banking, so if you're a parent with a child who wants to get into this field, this episode is sure to help, so keep watching. Let me introduce 3 young, intelligent minds who are interested in investment and banking. Nilesh, welcome to Crucial Choice.
Hello.
Veronica, welcome to Crucial Choice.
Hello.
Rishit, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hello.
Nilesh, tell us, where were you born? Where are you from? How long have you been in Dubai?
I was born in New Delhi, and then I've been in Dubai since the past 9 years.
Okay, and Veronica?
I was born in Mumbai, and in Dubai I've been for about 9 years.
And Rashid?
I was born in Mumbai and I lived there for 3 years, and then I came to Dubai and then I lived there for around 10 years.
Okay, and you don't want to be a banker though?
No.
What do you want to do?
An entrepreneur, right, related to sports management.
Okay, and Nilesh, what is investment banking and why are you so interested in it?
In school last year, we had this competition where you were investing in shares. You got some money, like virtual money, and you do some investing in different markets. Like there was the New York stock market, then there was the Bombay Stock Exchange, and then there was even the London Stock Exchange. So we had a great experience in that. That also opened my mindset about how, fun it can be. You don't get bored at your job at least. It's always fun. You don't, okay, and I have to go back to work, it's boring. It's never like that.
Is anyone in your family a banker?
No one's a banker.
Is anyone in your family a
My
banker?
entire family is almost going to be a banker. Like not my mom and dad, they're not bankers, but my cousins, they've all taken up the banking line.
What purpose does bank serve in the community? Do you feel that it's a critical service that the community, society at large is?
I think yes. I mean, they're the most important, most critical institutions of a country. Even if you look at it as an economic point of view, they're the main institution. It governs the entire money flow in a country. It's the sole authority that helps putting money into the economy and then taking it out and stuff like that.
Nilesh, do you feel the same?
Of course. I mean, if you take the 2007, 2008, the depression, the one which hit almost the entire world. I mean, that had broken almost the entire world down. There were so many people who had lost their jobs. And everything was because of the main line of banking, I'd say.
I don't know if you know how Bank of America started. It was an Italian immigrant farmer. He was one of the most successful in California. And then he realized that there was no banking services for the working class or lower income group. So he sold his farm and took that money and started providing working capital to farmers. So if their harvest was bad that year, he would loan them money and allow them to stay afloat and allow them to grow their farms. So in essence, the banking system provides freedom and it allows people to emancipation for people who are at the lower stratum of the economic ladder. But you don't necessarily agree with that.
Not 100%, because the idea of banking is obviously pure, but then in the modern world, nothing is pure. And it's obviously mixed up in many different things. And we are, as students, we're going to go into the world and be in this society, which is polluted and mixed. So in that sense, I'm saying that it's not always a very good thing, but then we as a new generation can try to make it more, I'd say, clean.
To that extent, I think the banks do a great deal, lift a great deal off from the lower strata of the society and help them to grow.
So it can take you both ways. It can take you up
Definitely.
and take you down.
Definitely.
You feel that what can take you up and can take you down, but now that banks have become a bit perverted and they're only focused on really making money and no longer really focused on serving the community.
Not exactly that. I'm not saying all the banks or everywhere they're very bad or they don't provide you proper loans or they make false promises to you. I'm just saying that in some places that does exist. And maybe they sell you a mixture of bonds. Like some are say 15%, they give 15% returns. Some give you 2% returns.
I think that's very important in developing countries right now, because not everyone in the developing countries like India, Africa and all know about all the different instruments that banks provide. There's a lot of many services that a bank provides, and I think educating the lowest strata of the society about what it is and how to go about taking up a loan and everything, and advising them is should be our aim.
So Rashid, you're interested in sports management. What are you working in sports now? Are you doing anything sports related?
Yeah, I love playing football. So I've played for my team for my school many times, and I go for training personally.
But you haven't started to do anything in specific as of yet. Is there any sports management programs at university?
Yeah, there are. After 12th, like in London and Australia especially, there are universities which undergrad courses on sports management. So I would like to take them on.
So you want to go to Australia and study sports management. Excellent. So you just heard why they like investment banking, and after the break, we're going to find out what schools they chose and why they chose them. So stay with us. Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice.
5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 each.
For any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show, terms and conditions do apply.
Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line.
Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study. Welcome back. You're watching Crucial Choice, the only show focused on careers and higher education. And we're now going to find out which universities and programs these finance professionals have chosen. So Nilesh, which university will you be going to?
University of Warwick. That is the Warwick Business School.
And why did you pick that?
Well, obviously I had to do a lot of research the past year. See, first basically I had to decide the 5 universities. And once I apply, I have to shortlist from those 5 to my main choice. So this has a lot of steps, like you check the rankings first, the online rankings. And then you ask people in the educational field, and then the employers who actually recruit, because that's your main goal once you pass out to get a job. Even the future prospects, like what's the trend of the university? Has it gone from say 1st to 4th over the past 10 years?
I just wanted to add to that. So basically, when you see your rankings, you see what reviews people have of the university. You also go ahead and seeing about what courses the university provides. Say suppose you are interested in business, so you narrow down only business courses from the particular university, and then you have different business courses. Then you start seeing which course is there, you start seeing the criteria, you start analyzing whether you'll be able to meet the criteria, which is one of the most important questions. And then so the process is actually pretty long. It starts all the way from November and goes up till even now in June. So yeah.
So this would be your advice for people like Rashid?
Yes, definitely.
So going to a UK university, what's the preparation like? What things do people need to keep in mind as they tackle this challenge?
Okay, first of all, the UK universities require your grades from 9th grade onwards. So you should be doing decently well from your 9th, say 9, 10, 11, 12 till your mid-12th. They also ask for recognition letters from teachers. And one more thing is the scores. Yeah, you should always try to do better in your 11th, 12th, because once you get the scores, you ask for the predicted scores. That's your projection of your 12th grade board results. So you basically send those scores, your predicted scores, to the university, and they give you the offer based on these scores. And the second aspect is your IELTS. Most of them require a score of 6.5 or above. It's not such a hard test, but we have to go through it for the visa and the university.
So just in addition to what he said, there's also something that you write as your personal statement, which carries a lot of weight in your university application, especially to the UK. So it goes along with your UCAS to all the 5 universities. A personal statement is basically who you are, why do you want to do this course, why do you want to enter this university, and what have you done until now, like which all activities have you done, competitions, your achievements, everything. And you could just roll it up by saying why did you choose UK as a whole. So it's like about 4,000 word document that you have to prepare. This has to be ready by at least November. If you're planning to apply by November, December, you need to start working on it. And most people kind of find it difficult because it's like writing everything you've done until now into just one document. So I think that's a very important step that you need to get ready with. You need to prepare yourself.
Yeah, and one more thing is that I think in the month of June or July, the parents' bank statement should have the course fee plus the living cost in the bank account for 1 full month, and it shouldn't go below the amount.
No, they don't normally issue the visa.
Yeah,
it's for the visa process. So they need to have the complete consolidated amount, which ranges again, as he said, from 130,000 to 150,000, depending on your ranking of university that you're going to. So it's your tuition fee plus £9,500, but that is all in dirhams. So it comes up to that amount, and you have to have it untouched for 1 whole month in your bank, in in your guardian's bank account. So that's very difficult. You need to plan your finances very well if you're planning to go there.
Is it easier to go to the UK?
The process is easier, but then one point is that in UK, you need your actual board results to get in, right? But in the US, mostly they accept you based on your predicted scores. So even if you don't score that much, you're still inside the university. Like even if you say get 95% as your projection scores, yeah? Like what the teachers put, is like, see the process is that you write your half-yearlies in 12th, and the teachers, they write like based on your scores, maybe you'll get 95 in your boards, or say like 96, 97. That's your projected scores, yeah?
That's basically what they're expecting you to get.
Yeah.
But even if you don't meet that criteria, you still be into the US university. It's not that they will, look at what you finally get in your final exams that you're giving, how much you get, they're not going to look at that as long as you've met their predicted scores criteria.
Yeah, but in the UK, you need your actual board results or your final exam results to get in. So they give you a conditional offer, and if you meet that offer, only then can you get in. But the process-wise, yes, UK is easier than US.
Did you know it's this much work?
No, I don't really know, but now I think I have to work harder and concentrate on my further studies. And yeah, most importantly, I need to be nice at school.
So what advice do you have for anybody that's following in your footsteps?
If you're not sure what to do, even in 12th, yeah, some people, some of my friends, they're not sure what they want to do in college. They're still confused, what should I do? Should I take economics? Should I take business, finance? Because in the modern world, you have so many options to take. So I'd suggest if you're not sure, take a more broad course, which covers many subjects. So you can decide later on, like once you study them in detail, you can actually know, okay, I like this subject, I'll go for this later on. People tend to put their influence on you. Like if you have, say, 5 different friends, they'd say, okay, I'm doing engineering, do it with me. Someone likes accounting, they'll say that. But you should always do what you want based on your own research, your own likings. Don't get influenced by people around you.
I think that's very good advice. Also, I think when you're studying, you should get focused. It's your final year at schooling, so get focused. Know what you have to do. Know, even if you do not know, I think start giving tests. There are many agencies which have aptitude tests, which can help you greatly because it did for me. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I entered grade 11. And I went to my counselor and I asked her to give me an aptitude test, and I wrote that aptitude test. And that's when she said I'm a more number-oriented person. I should start thinking about finance. And then when I went up in life, like when I entered grade 12 and everything, I realized that I kind of am a number person because I was doing very well in accountancy. So that's how it is. So, just I think figure out the options that are there, research. Once you have the thing in you that you want to do something, I think you should go and research about it. There's everything available on the internet. You can read about it, you can ask people about it, and we are all, always there. Your seniors are always there to help you out, to guide you.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming on Crucial Choice, and we look forward to watching your careers blossom.
Thank you.
Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice.
5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 each.
For any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply.
Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line.
Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study. Welcome back to Crucial Choice. Nilesh and Ronika are dead set on becoming investment bankers and studying in the UK. In contrast, young Rashid came down here thinking he wanted to be an investment banker, but just before we started shooting, he completely changed his mind, deciding that he was much more passionate about sports management than investment banking. Well, these are young minds, and change is inevitable. We spoke to Dr. Jeff Gosper, Academic Director at the Charles Sturt University Study Centre in Sydney, Australia, and this is what he had to say.
In the study centres we have in Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane, we really are looking at developing students through small classes, which is really important to us. Students get lost in the massive universities and massive lecture theatres. We want to make sure that students are able to interact with their lecturers. They're able to really do practical exercises and learn from professionals. We use a lot of professionals. And so the student experience in Sydney and Melbourne and Brisbane is one of having hands-on experience, developing the knowledge and really going forward and knowing the people you're working with.
Hi, I'm Chanika. I'm a graduate of Charles Sturt University. Since I was little, I've always loved numbers. So I knew that if I chose a field, it was going to be something to do with numbers. After I finished the Bachelor of Accounting in Charles Sturt University, I decided I wanted to become a chartered accountant, and that's when I started doing the CA program. And of course, Charles Sturt did help me in a lot of ways to achieving this. When I first landed, the first thing that came to my mind was what a big country this is, and the people were quite friendly, so I felt comfortable. With Charles Sturt University, when I first walked in, I didn't know what to expect, but then it was a life-changing experience for me all in all. The first year was just great, learning new things and meeting new people from different cultures. The teachers and the lecturers of Charles Sturt University were very helpful. It was not all about studies, they even helped me adjust to life in Australia. With their courses, it's not all about theory. They do emphasize on the practical side of it, and it did help me when it came to entering the workforce. Charles Sturt University, it really encouraged people to do well, not only in their studies, but also to do well in the workforce.
Well, we've given you an example of what the CSU Study Centre is like. But if you're dead set on going to the UK, then one of your best options would be a foundation course at one of the Bellerby's colleges in the UK. In fact, the Bellerby's College in London is probably one of the best for finance and banking.
Bellerby's College London is a specialist business college. We take students from the age of 15 on our one-year GCSE programme right through to the pre-masters level. We specialise in the business subjects, which include business, economics, finance, marketing, and of course preparing students for their English. All our students are international, they come from all over the world, and it's really important that they enjoy their experience with us, settle in well and thrive.
Students are quite geographically sensitive, and those that do come to Bellerby's London usually do have a plan.
As soon as students arrive, we try and help them settle in. We have a very experienced team, teaching and welfare staff, many of who've lived overseas themselves and really understand what settling in with a new culture can mean.
We're running clubs and trips and talks all around the theme of business.
Enrichment-wise, we have university visits, and then there's a study group fair coming up that's going to introduce us to our new universities, those that we can possibly get in.
The bonding between the students is terrific. A lot of social interactivity, and that's something that the enrichment programme will develop. Sometimes asked why students should come to Bellaby's London to study business, and I guess the obvious answer is the fantastic academic results. But I also think we've spent a lot of time tuning in to the city itself and to the university city here. So I think that understanding of London as a resource is something that we do very, very well at Bellaby's London.
At Bellaby's London, we prepare students for the world of business and for academic excellence. We want them to enjoy London and to take advantage of all the opportunities on offer to help them reach their potential.
Now you might ask, what if I want to study in the UAE? Well, a good option is Manipal University in Dubai.
When a student looks at a university for higher education, what essentially he looks at is a holistic experience, not just academics. Because he's going to spend 3 to 4 years of his life on campus. So what essentially we do is prepare the students for life, not just for the 4-year degree. First, let's look at the campus life itself. The students have an immense opportunity to be a part of a diverse student life here. We have more than 40 nationalities being represented on campus. So they have a great opportunity to be a part of this diverse student group, take part in various cultural as well as learning activities. Look at the kind of experience or exposure that they get from the faculty who are great mentors for them. We have a great diverse faculty mix from across the Australias to the Asias. So these faculty mentor the students and prepare them for international paper submissions and research papers. Also look at the alumni who visit the campus every month, talk to the students, guide them in terms of their career progression. Look at the corporate interactions, whether it is a part of the internships that the students go through, the mandatory as well as the optional internships that the students go through, which gives them a great understanding of how the corporate works and prepares them for the challenges at the workplace. Manipal Dubai is well known for its academicians and the great quality of academic delivery. In addition to this, it's the overall exposure that the student gets which prepares them for life.
What about India and all the other study destinations? Well, we simply don't have time in this episode to go through every university and every possible location. So why don't you send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Well, we're almost out of time for this episode, so it's a big goodbye from me and the team, Shane Phillips, wishing you all the best in choosing your university.